What is up, everyone? Tay here from History Behind the Horror, and as you see on the screen, we are finally going to be getting into the Dead Space Necromorphs. Now, there are many more Necromorphs in this game series than I can even remember, so it's kind of hard choosing which one I wanted to do and choosing based on what you guys wanted to see, since no one really gave me any type of Necromorph they wanted to see. They just wanted me to do the Dead Space, so I decided to do the Stalker first. So if you do enjoy this video and you want to see more Necromorphs, make sure you put it in the comment section for which one you want to see. Make sure you give this video a like to show me that you did enjoy this series, and make sure you share this video with everybody can and let them know that we are finally getting into the Dead Space series. So as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I hope you guys enjoy. Stalkers are heavily altered necromorphs bearing little resemblance to their original human form. Their long arms are equipped with long talons ending in sharpened tips. While not efficient at slashing, they can still impale, knock down, and rend their victims. The rib cage is displayed wide open, though as with most necromorphs there is a lack of any digestive organs, and only a few remains of previously vital organs. Well-formed musculature in the back led to a reinforced spinal column and neck capped by the creature's most disgusting feature, a massive eyeless, three-pronged head with only traces of original human bone structure. The skull is largely exposed, spouting a thick cap covered in bony protrusions to aid in crushing and bashing. The upper jaw and nasal cavities are left largely intact, while the dome is squashed down to provide a more even, durable striking surface, which is further supported by the cheekbones. Unlike many necromorphs, this highly mutated skull is the hardest point on the creature and is immune to dismemberment. Arguably the most intelligent and opportunistic of the common necromorphs, stalkers work in groups to distract and flank their prey. They will run between hiding places, peek from behind cover, and try to lure victims into exposed areas. When they attack, they charge towards their prey while emitting a high-pitched screech with their limbs tucked behind them for protection and streamlining. Stalkers will take turns in attacking victims when they feel that they have let their guard down, then flee before they have a chance to strike back. They are also quite resilient. While charging, their skulls and torsos are able to absorb dozens of pulse rounds without disrupting their attack, even on normal difficulty. They are redoubtable foes, and in large numbers or paired with exploders are some of the most severe threats in Dead Space 2. Since stalkers attack methodically, there are certain patterns they use, one of which is peeking at Isaac. Peeking from around the corner is usually followed up by a charge. If Isaac sneaks up on a stalker from behind, it will run for new cover instead of confronting him. However, if Isaac approaches the stalker from the front after it peeks out or barks, the stalker will land an unstoppable headbutt if Isaac goes around that corner. Stalkers also show awareness of being damaged, unlike other necromorphs, preferring to bolt to a hiding spot if it receives any damage. If a stalker kills Isaac in a frontal charge, it will knock him to the ground. The stalker then stands over Isaac while he attempts to fight it off by striking it multiple times in the head with his weapon. The stalker grabs the offending arm and rips it off, and then headbutts Isaac multiple times until he stops struggling. Finally, the necromorph drags him off screen. Before I give my final thoughts on this video, I would like to give a special shout out to Matei Tuka for being our second official History Behind the Horror Patreon supporter. Thank you so much for that, Matei. It is very, very appreciated. And that ends yet another episode of History Behind the Horror. Now, this video was supposed to have an extra section in it, but I decided to leave it out. It was a section where I give you guys tips on how to use less ammo against these enemies and how to take less damage or no damage at all, and even getting an achievement easier in that room than anywhere else in the game. But I figured I'm gonna let people who haven't played Dead Space 2 yet figure it out for themselves and try to get around it the best way they can, like we did, and it resulted in us dying over and over and over and over and over again. When I first experienced that room, when I first played Dead Space 2 for the first time, that room scared the crap out of me, but over time, as I kept dying over and over again, it got more and more frustrating because I really didn't know how these enemies behaved. And I think that was the first time I actually encountered those enemies in the game, which was chapter 4, I believe. And if I did beat the enemy, I would 9 times out of 10 always leave that room with less ammo than what I came in, like drastically, which is crazy. So it was fun, but then it got irritating, and then you meet the enemies again later on in the game, which again, it was a section dedicated to just them, so it got really annoying. But again, the game overall was really fun. I wish these characters had more information to them. They have a little bit more information to them, but I'm saving it for a special video when I talk about all their necromorphs all in one video. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you give this video a like. If you want to see more necromorph videos, make sure you put them in the comments section. Share this video with everybody else. Make sure you check out the Patreon page if you're feeling extra generous and want like a shout out in the videos. And make sure you check out the other videos we have, like we have The Evil Within, we have Outlast 2 and other things like that. Make sure you check the playlist to make sure that we didn't do, before you recommend anything, that we didn't do it already. So as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys on the next episode of History